Welcome to TV20 News. We are Cleveland. I'm Leah Haslage. Members of Cleveland's emergency medical service and a few Cleveland citizens were recognized for their heroic actions, which helped to save lives. The City of Cleveland's Emergency Medical Service held its 2017 recognition ceremony honoring more than 40 men and women for putting their lives on the line to help and save others. City officials say people who serve others are truly brave and unselfish.
Most people spend a lifetime and don't have to deal with what you may deal with in a day or two. So the intensity and the pressure that you're under every day to serve the people of the city of Cleveland and the visitors who come here and work here is tremendous.
There's no higher calling in life than to serve others. And each and every one of you step up every single day, our EMS, our police, and our fire, who unselfishly give every ounce of energy you have to make the conditions of those who are in dire times better.
One of the citizens who was honored was Marion Johnson. She was recognized for saving the lives of 2 people on 2 different occasions who overdosed on heroin. Well, a unique program is celebrating its 2nd year of helping people to get off drugs and alcohol in hopes of getting their lives back. It's called the 2nd Annual Drug Court and Sober Ball. The special event highlights the achievements of people who have recovered from drugs and alcohol, plus those currently in recovery. This program helps to bring the community together to celebrate and support people trying to kick drugs and alcohol. In an effort to raise awareness and to support those recovering from drug and alcohol addiction, the Cleveland Municipal Court and the Greater Cleveland Drug Court presented graduates with a small, special celebration.
I almost died out there. That's the reason why I turned myself in, and when I turned myself in, I came with some credentials, and they gave me another chance, and I've been rolling ever since. I haven't relapsed it not one time in the program. I listened to everything they told me to do, and I'm prompt and I'm on time for everything. All my classes and everything.
It's a blessing to be alive. I feel like God pulled me out of a whirlwind of hell, and it's a blessing every day that I wake up.
Since it began 19 years ago, the Cleveland Municipal Court's Greater Cleveland Drug Court has helped 1,600 people graduate from the program. The City of Cleveland and the Cleveland Police Department have launched a fun neighborhood program aimed at keeping kids cool this summer. The program is called Let's Chill Together, and TV20's Enrique Correa has more on this unique community building effort.
The Cleveland Police are on patrol making sure kids get a frozen treat from Pierre's Ice Cream this summer. The truck is part of an initiative called Let's Chill Together, which launched in early June as part of the City of Cleveland's Safe Summer 2017 program. The Let's Chill Together program aims to promote more positive interactions between children and police officers.
As the chief often says, we don't want to fall into the stereotype of a relationship between police and community, and we don't want kids to have that negative opinion of police, and we don't want the police to look at kids as a challenge all the time. So this helps in that regard.
The Let's Chill Together truck is staffed entirely by Cleveland police officers. Recently, the ice cream truck made a stop at the Lincoln Park Pool in Tremont and gave the kids some frozen treats.
It's another factor in us trying to build better police-community relations and to start young. 4, 5, 6-year-olds, helps us out a lot to kind of combat that negative stereotype that officers have sometimes, so they can see firsthand, interact with police officers, get some free ice cream on a hot summer day.
Cleveland's based Pierre's Ice Cream donated 10,000 frozen treats plus a portable freezer for the police ice cream cruiser.
So we've got our ice cream truck, which is a collaboration with the Cleveland Police Foundation, our Cleveland police officers, the city, and Pierre's Ice Cream. It's a really important tool to get out into the community and to connect with our officers through ice cream. And there's no better way to do that than a hot summer day like today.
The police ice cream truck will be at different rec centers, pools, and events all summer long. So keep a lookout so you can get yourself a tasty treat. In Tremont, Enrique Correa, TV20, we are Cleveland.
The Cleveland Council on World Affairs held their annual meeting at the Lincoln West School of Global Studies. With 94 years of service under its belt, the organization is just as active now as it was when it was founded in 1923.
And to contribute their thoughts, right? So it's been going on since then. We have various programs. We have education programs that are, Model UN, and something called MapQuest, which is trivia, questions about what's going on for the students to participate in. We host international visitors who have been are sponsored by the Department of State to come to usually 3 cities in the United States and to learn best practices. These are rising leaders.
Cleveland Mayor Frank Jackson was a keynote speaker for the CCWA's annual meeting. He also took time to answer questions from the audience.
Cleveland is an international city, not in a cosmopolitan way, if you went to New York or Chicago or someplace like that, but it's international in that everyone comes from somewhere else, whether you're first generation, second generation, or third generation. Either they've come through the immigration process or they've migrated here from other parts of the country. But everyone has roots, that has roots in Cleveland, also has roots somewhere else.
During the ceremony, awards were given out to those who worked hard on behalf of the CCWA. For his work, Ward 14 Cleveland Councilman Brian Cummins was honored as the Distinguished Community Partner of the Year.
Our office has welcomed in several legislative fellows participants, predominantly from India and Pakistan, as well as we had somebody from Nepal as well. So, bringing them in, the council brings them in for a month, maybe 2 months. Our council office basically offers to have them shadow in our office, but they really don't spend all the time in our office. What we do is we really work with them to understand what their interests are.
For more on the Cleveland Council on World Affairs, visit their website at ccwa.org. The organization Elite Women Around the World held their 10th anniversary celebration in the rotunda of Cleveland City Hall. CEO and founder Rita Singh says the organization is all about empowering women as entrepreneurs.
The organization mission is to help women with entrepreneurial leadership development. And over the years, we have done various programs which help women, finding a job, a better business, form a startup business or develop a business. It's all about empowering women, engaging them with each other and also with the community resources.
President and lifetime member Dr. Mona Gupta says she is excited to be holding the event in the rotunda, but even more excited about who the organization is honoring.
It's an honor actually to gather here at City Hall to welcome Mayor Jackson for his achievements, and he's a role model for our community. So I'm here to welcome Mayor Jackson, and I'm thrilled and honored and really humbled to be here and share this event with you all.
Cleveland Mayor Frank Jackson was honored at the celebration, accepting the organization's Community Leadership Award.
Thank you for the award, the Leadership Award. And I will say that leadership is not the individual. It is not the individual. Leadership is about a purpose. It's about a purpose and fulfilling that purpose. And that purpose has to be bigger than you are. And when you do that, you will serve people. And in serving people, then you will lead.
For more information on the Elite Women Around the World organization, visit their website at elitewomenoroundtheworld.com. The Metro Health System held their 2017 annual stakeholders meeting to a packed ballroom at the Global Center for Health Innovation. Dr. Akram Boutros attributed a majority of Metro Health's success to its employees.
Thank you to our Metro Health employees, all 7,400 of them, for working harder this year than ever before. Your devotion to Metro Health and our mission of caring for everyone is the only reason we were able to serve nearly 50,000 new patients in 2016. And to care for them close to home in one of our more than 30 locations without them having to worry about whether they have insurance or money.
During the meeting, Dr. Boutros recognized Cleveland Mayor Frank Jackson and Council President Kevin Kelly for their continued support of Metro Health.
On behalf of our patients, those we've served in the past, and those we'll care for in the future, thank you, Mayor Jackson and City Council President Kelly, for always standing with us.
For more information, visit their website at metrohealth.org. Well, a new $11 million development on the main campus of the Cleveland Clinic will help provide growth to the area, plus much-needed jobs. Mayor Frank Jackson and other city officials broke ground on a new two-story, 43,000-square-foot building for Explories, an IBM company specializing in medical technology. The new building will be located on 2.3 acres of land on the corner of East 105th and Cedar Avenue. The property is owned by the Cleveland Clinic and is being leased to Hemingway Development. City officials say the new building will add jobs and stimulate additional growth to the area.
It's really the culmination of a relationship between Nucleus, IBM, the Cleveland Clinic, and others in a way that this facility will be built here where it could have been built anywhere. It will, in the next year and a half, they'll have over 100 new employees, ratcheting up to a total of around 400.
This project will serve as a catalyst for this neighborhood. Right down the block we have Innovation Square, which will be right by Opportunity Corridor. So this is a great opportunity for the neighborhood in order to really make sure that this serves as a catalyst to its development and neighborhood improvements.
The public-private project was made possible through funding and incentives from the City of Cleveland, Cuyahoga County, Jobs Ohio, the Cleveland-Cuyahoga Port, and Home Savings Bank. Well, finding a job with something negative on your record can be very hard, but thanks to Cuyahoga Community College's Breaking Barriers hiring event, doors are beginning to open for Clevelanders. And here's more from TV20 reporter Christian Patterson.
Yes, Leah, I'm here at Tri-C Metro campus for the Breaking Down Barriers hiring event. Initiatives like this aren't only important for the residents in need of work, it's also important for the community as a whole.
The goal of this workshop, the City of Cleveland needs to look at the reentry population as we move the city forward. We need to give these people a chance, an opportunity to engage and become part of the new energy and the new success that is Cleveland.
A solid workforce is imperative for the success of Cleveland, as well as for the economy of Northeast Ohio.
Jobs are vital. I've heard many community leaders, federal, local, state. The best social reform program is a good job, and there are good jobs out there right now in Cleveland. Again, why should we isolate one group of Clevelanders who we need everyone to contribute if we're going to move the city forward?
This event here today has actually been a blessing to a lot of us here because of the different barriers that us as veterans have encountered throughout our service and after you separate from service. So I say that this event has been a good thing for Cleveland. Since Cleveland is now in an uprise, it's good to tap into the network of vets that have the knowledge and the actual work ethic to actually help the city in the direction that it's going.
27 employers, including the VA, CEOGC, the county, and the City of Cleveland, were on hand to speak face-to-face with job seekers.
This is a fantastic event because as a nonprofit agency, we don't have the dollars to advertise. So getting out in the community, sharing our information with folks, looking for a job, eager at finding work, it pays a lot of dividends for us.
Our goal for this is to make members of the community who thought they couldn't participate, be of value to the community, to re-engage in part of that energy and vitality and new success and energy that's moving the city forward. You know, as we learned here from the basketball success in Cleveland, everything is earned. And we're going to help those people with a hand up. And that's a big difference than a handout. And through events like this, we see these as vital to keeping Cleveland moving forward.
Reporting from Tri-C Metro Campus, I'm Christian Patterson for TV20. We are Cleveland.
Open for business. That's what city officials said as they officially opened the newly renovated Greenwood Park and pool. Mayor Frank Jackson, along with Public Works Director Michael Cox, council members Matt Zone and Carrie McCormick, and Police Chief Calvin Williams cut the ribbon, ushering in some much-needed summer relief.
Put your hand down. 2, 3.
Before the ribbon cutting, Mayor Jackson said the credit lies with the residents for getting the park renovated and opened.
I want to thank the people of the city of Cleveland who voted for issue 32. Because I will tell you, without issue 32, we would not be standing here doing this ribbon cutting and planning for the future. Issue 32 has given us the resources we need to do the proper programming at our rec centers and our parks and our playground, and allows us to plan for the future. So I want to thank the people of the city of Cleveland for that.
There were many new additions and fixes to Greenwood Park, and Ward 3 Councilman Carrie McCormick says there is more to come.
Phase 2, which will cost $400,000, will be the improved swimming pool mechanical system and renovated pool deck. So more is to come here in the park. More work done on the pool as well.
Police Chief Calvin Williams had an important message to the kids about summer safety.
Summer's here. We need you guys to be safe. You see our bike guys behind us? Don't those guys look good? Yeah. They got brand new bikes. What is the most important thing those guys have on? A helmet. Look at that. Even police officers wear helmets on their bikes. So you guys have to wear your helmets when you're riding your bikes. You know, the park and pool season is upon us right now. Division of Police is going to have officers at our parks, our pools, our rec centers. Our Division of Rec also has officers and security guards that are hired to make this a safe summer for everybody. So kids, if you see something out there that doesn't look right, let an adult know, let a police officer know, let one of our rec center employees know, and we'll take care of it.
Greenwood Park can be found at West 38th Street and Bailey Avenue. Students in North Collinwood will soon be getting a brand new multi-million-dollar state-of-the-art school. There was a ceremonial groundbreaking in the gym of the old Oliver H. Perry Elementary School. When completed, the new $16 million, 57,000 square foot school building will house 450 students in the near future. Cleveland Councilman Mike Polensik says it's an awesome day for Cleveland with the addition of the Oliver H. Perry Elementary School.
Collinwood means a great deal to me. I was raised in Collinwood, born in Glenville, raised in Collinwood, but this neighborhood is so important. I want every one of you to enjoy this new building. I want you, as a O.H. Perry Eagle, I want you to say, I'm proud that I went to the new O.H. Perry. God bless each and every one of you. It's a great day.
The new school will house students from kindergarten to 8th grade, and construction is projected to be completed by the end of the year. When we return, we'll find out what local author was recently recognized by the city. We'll be right back with more TV20 News.
Everywhere that we go, he makes people laugh and makes people smile, and I feel like I have that quality.
He's the one who always takes me fishing. I watch golf with him. And
I watch him cook, because when I grow up, I want to be a cook too.
We have the same faces like this.
Dad is the one, when you fall, that picks you up.
That unconditional sense of presence and reassurance is really what makes him my father.
Welcome back to TV20 News. A literary icon living right here in Cleveland was recently given one of the biggest honors a person can get from the city. Grand Avenue at East 55th has been renamed in honor of musician, playwright, and poet Russell Atkins. The director of Cleveland's Department of Aging, Mary McNamara, is a longtime friend of Atkins and is excited to see him get this honor.
He has been writing poetry since the 50s. I have read some of that. He's been a real teacher to me around poetry and inviting me to just continue to open books and discover poetry.
At the ceremony celebrating his street naming, Cleveland Mayor Frank Jackson presented Mr. Atkins a proclamation honoring his achievements.
We name streets after people of importance, and I know that when I was a councilman, and this is part of Ward 5, and Mr. Atkins was living on Grand Avenue. And so it's appropriate for us to really represent who he is and what he meant to not just Cleveland, but this particular neighborhood.
Director McNamara recounted to the crowd the story of when she first met Mr. Atkins and was helping him find senior living.
I picked up Mr. Atkins on Grand Avenue in my city vehicle, and we began driving around town. As I began to ask questions about where he might like to live, I realized the different institutions in town that were important to him. So we drove around Karamu House and looked for senior housing. We drove around the Cleveland Art Museum and looked for housing. As I learned more and more about Mr. Atkins that day, and he began talking about friends like Langston Hughes and Marianne Moore, I realized this wasn't a typical day.
Mayor Jackson unveiled the new street sign of Russell Atkins Way, a sign that Mr. Atkins could keep for himself, as the street signs are already up at Grand and East 55th. Afterwards, a few of Mr. Atkins' closest friends read some of his poetry.
Old Man Carrying a Bible in a High Crime Area by Russell Atkins. Condense, will it? Grow a barrel for shooting? Flash open and spit God's electrical bullets? Leviticus as the holy trigger? The thief drops into hell? Book develops dimensions, turns sanctuary where no muggers plunder? Does the dope fiend defer to this? Struck to a fix? Will the book in black, cleric vestment, convert loose women? Old friend, listen. Don't wait. When they come at you, throw it at them.
Some men hate going to the doctor, but real men know the importance of a regular checkup. The Cleveland Clinic and Urban Cuts Barbershop teamed up for Real Men Talk, a free health screening event where residents discuss the issues that men deal with on a daily basis. Here's more on the story with reporter Christian Patterson.
Today's event is a men's event, and it is called Real Men Talk. Let's have a conversation about our health. Langston Hughes is a community health and education center where we promote health and wellness, and we want to make sure that we take care of our men.
You with one kidney,
although you may feel
healthy,
just fine, men should still get regular checkups from their doctor. Being proactive can help prevent future health problems.
As you saw, I told my story. You know, I had kidney cancer a couple years ago, and it was through a community event like this as how I found out that I had it. So a lot of us cannot afford health care or maybe can't get to the hospital. So little small facilities like this, the Langston Hughes Center, is a great asset to communities like this.
This men's health fair offered free health screenings for hypertension, prostate cancer, and HIV. They also discussed how to live a healthy lifestyle, how to stop smoking, how chronic disease affects sexual health, diabetes, as well as colon cancer education. And as an added bonus, barbers from Urban Cuts Barbershop were there to give the men free haircuts to help clean up their personal appearance while discussing the issues men in the community face. And the ladies of LG Style Studio did free manicures and hand massages.
So when you think about the inner city communities, many of them are very underserved. So we try to create opportunities around education and health screening so we can increase job opportunities. We want to promote earlier diagnosis in chronic disease. We want to make sure we get men connected to health care. We want to make sure that they have a primary care physician. We want to make sure that they have insurance. We want to make sure that they are connected into the workforce. So that's why it is important to have events like this.
I hope that this resonates. I hope that the gentlemen that came down here to get these free screenings, the free haircuts, the spa manicures, I hope that they go out and tell their friends and their loved ones how, number one, how great the event was, and how it helped them. We had a nice turnout today, but I wanted to continue to blow up until we don't have enough barbers to cut hair. We don't have enough food. You know, that's our goal.
Reporting from Cleveland Clinic's Langston Hughes Community Health Center, I'm Christian Patterson for TV20. We are Cleveland.
Thanks, Christian. A Cleveland organization is celebrating more than 30 years of changing and uplifting lives in the Hispanic community through education. Here's reporter Enrique Correa with more.
The Esperanza organization held their annual Fiesta of Hope luncheon to hand out 100 scholarships to students looking for higher learning.
This event's important for a lot of reasons. One, it's our annual fundraiser, so it provides necessary funds to our organization. Second, these funds are used to give scholarships directly to students. And I think the other component why this is so important is because it brings the community together to rally around our students, so our students realize that they have a strong support system backing them.
One by one, students came up to the stage to receive their scholarships from Mayor Frank Jackson.
First, let's congratulate the students and then thank Esperanza for the work they do in regards to education. They've been doing it for a while and they do an outstanding job.
The majority of the scholarships are given to Hispanic students who are the first in their families to attend college, plus some of them are using their education to help and inspire others in the community.
I won 1,500 scholarship in honor of Avelino Lopez. This scholarship means a lot to me because it will help me to teach many students my native language, Spanish, and help others in the community.
This is my third year receiving the scholarship. It's helped greatly, you know. I found out throughout the years that it's the little things that matter, so this scholarship has helped me in the little things such as books and paying it forward to other students as well, because I do get supplemental scholarships. But the greatest thing that's been provided to me through this is the relationship and the community.
Esperanza played a critical role in my education, and this opportunity is very important for my education and my new career. So I'm so happy.
So far, the Esperanza organization has given out more than 1,500 scholarships, and hopefully their works will continue for generations to come. In Tremont, Enrique Correa, TV20, we are Cleveland.
Thanks, Enrique. WOW, which stands for Wade Oval Wednesdays, is back in University Circle. The rainy weather did not stop the music and people from enjoying one of the most popular summer events in the CLE. Wade Oval Wednesday starts at 6 p.m. and ends at 9 every Wednesday until August 30th. Besides the music, there are plenty of vendors, entertainment, and food trucks in case you get hungry. For about a decade, the free University Circle Lawn Party has been entertaining thousands of people of all ages.
This is one of these situations where with 12 weeks and 12 bands, people are starting to come here for the scene. Whatever their sort of fan base is for the genre of music that they like, they come here every week just to be in the scene, no matter who the band is. So we got 12 really talented Cleveland bands, but people come out no matter if it's their favorite or if they've never heard them before because they just love the scene on Wade Oval.
If you would like to see the lineup of musical acts for Wade Oval Wednesdays, go to universitycircle.com. It looks like so much fun. I can't wait to get out there. Well, thanks for watching TV20 News. We are Cleveland. I'm Leah Hasledge. Up next, we'll have Christian Patterson with the Inside Sports Report.